Hey everybody, welcome to another ranking video. This will be the last one for this series where I rank all the 5 African nations that are entering the World Cup. You've seen Morocco, Tunisia, and Egypt before in my ranking of Arab teams, and we have 3 Arab teams, 3 North African teams specifically, for the first time ever that are in the World Cup at the same time. They take 3 of Africa's 5 spots in the World Cup. And they're going to be part of this list too as I rank them right now as far as quality as well as chances to come out of their groups. So here we have Morocco, Tunisia, Egypt, Senegal, and Nigeria. I lay them out according to rough geographical position, I guess you could say, within Africa. And let me jump right in. So, quality. I said back in the summer that I thought Senegal were the best team in Africa. Things have switched a little bit. I was really impressed with Nigeria in qualification. I thought they looked really good. Senegal looked good as well, but I thought Nigeria just completely dominated a team with 3 prior World Cup participants with Cameroon and Algeria. This was expected to be a close group, but Nigeria had qualified with just 2 games to spare, and Cameroon and Algeria were way behind, left in the dirt. They also thrashed Argentina in a friendly 4-2 after coming down from being 2-0 down. And I think the spirits are really high right now in the Nigerian camp. I think that we could be within the midst of a rebirth of a golden generation for the senior men's national team in Nigeria. Number 2 and 3 are really close. It's between Morocco and Senegal. I have Morocco slightly ahead as the second best team in Africa because I think that all in all, their defense just about gets them past the finish line. They conceded 0 goals in the final round of qualifying in a group containing teams like Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's Gabon and the Ivory Coast. Number 3 is Senegal, but again, I mean, you can pretty much do this. I think Senegal certainly do have more talented individuals, but I think they're just about under Nigeria and Morocco. And in the summer, as you know, I had Senegal as the best team in Africa. I now think they're around 3rd. Number 4 is Tunisia over Egypt, just because of the fact I think they're more well-rounded. I think I mentioned this before. I think they have more well-rounded players than Egypt does. They're not really 1 or 2 players very focused, as Egypt is at the moment, unfortunately. Number 5, as far as quality, again, I think it's Egypt. So, ranking the 5 teams entering the World Cup, I think it's from best to worst. In quality, I think it's Nigeria, Morocco, Senegal, Tunisia, and Egypt. Now, ranking them according to chances of coming out of the group, it looks pretty different, to be honest. I think the African team with the best chance to come out of the group, just the same as the Arab teams, I think it's us. I think Egypt has the best chance of coming out because they are in the opening group with host nation Russia, Saudi Arabia, and Uruguay. I think we have a pretty good chance of coming out in one of the top 2 spots. Number 2, I think it's Senegal, because they don't really have any superpower team in their group. They have Poland, which is dangerous. They have Colombia, which is very good, but they're not amongst the best sides in the world. They're not like a top 5 or 6 side. And Group H is they're in Group H, Poland, Colombia, and Japan. It's very fluid, and I could see a strong case for Senegal coming out of that group. They avoided the big hitters like Spain, Argentina, Germany, Brazil, Portugal, even Belgium. So I think Senegal. 3rd, this is a little bit trickier. but I think probably Tunisia, because they are in a group with Belgium and England. But again, Belgium and England, in my opinion at least, are not as good as, say, Spain and Portugal. So I think that Tunisia, all it takes is just for one mistake of either Belgium or England to slip up, and then Tunisia to pick up maximum points on the final match day against Panama, and you could see Tunisia slide in there. Just as I said in my previous video analyzing Group G, you get a feeling that one of Belgium or England might just drop points. Whereas with Portugal and Spain for Morocco, it's a lot more difficult, to be honest. Who's in fourth likely to advance? I was going to say Morocco, but I think Nigeria has a better chance because they are the best team in Africa, in my opinion. And also, even though they're in a group with Argentina, Croatia, and Iceland, they still avoided having two super teams in their group. I don't know why Spain was not put into pot one for the draw. I will never understand why. I think that was a really idiotic move by FIFA. But Nigeria mostly has to deal with Argentina. Croatia and Iceland will be very deadly as well. But it's pretty much a crapshoot as far as who can go through. And they've already proven that they can beat Argentina. They've proven that already. So, yeah. Whereas Morocco, unfortunately for them, has to deal with two teams in their group that are very clearly the two favorites, Spain and Portugal. I do think it will play out to be closer on the field, on the pitch compared to paper, but we only have to go by paper for now. And Morocco has to deal with their two Iberian neighbors to the north, who are, unfortunately, overwhelming favorites to come through their groups. On top of having arguably the best team in Asia at the moment in their group as well, Iran. So it's a really tough task. So from likely to advance to least likely to advance, I think Egypt has the best chance. And that's not even my bias speaking. I think objectively, that's just the truth. Egypt, Senegal, Tunisia, Nigeria, Morocco, as far as chances to advance. So leave a comment below, like, subscribe. How would you rank them both ways? This is the last video of this kind. Stay tuned. Later today, I will be doing another fantasy football series video, and it will be about what the World Cup would look like if the 32 teams who got the closest to qualifying didn't qualify. So in other words, it's an alternative 32 teams in the World Cup, and it's based off of actual results in the qualification period, where teams who got close to qualifying didn't qualify. What it would look like if the next best 32, according to the results at least, had made it instead of the current 32. And I think you'll see a lot of surprises. A lot of weird matchups as well. So I'll see you guys in the next one, hopefully, God willing. Until then, have a good one. Much love and peace out.